Picture a standard elementary classroom. The teacher stands at the front of the room, writing up a reward chart, points, stickers, and small prizes for participation. For the vast majority of kids, these incentive systems work as intended. Hands shoot into the air, the room fills with energy, and students immediately start calculating how many points they need to win. But there is often one student sitting quietly at their desk, head slightly down, avoiding the excitement around them. When the teacher directly offers the reward, the student responds with a simple shrug and 3 words, "I don't care." When standard motivational tools fail, it creates a vacuum of understanding for observers. The rejection of a guaranteed benefit makes the behavior difficult to categorize using traditional teaching methods. Without an obvious explanation, adults often apply reflexive labels to this behavior. We call the student lazy, we call them defiant, or we say apathetic. These labels address the outward appearance of the behavior while overlooking the internal survival logic driving it. The words, "I don't care," shield something fragile. In Dr. Marcia Wallace's research, this perceived indifference is identified as emotional armor. Approaching this as a simple disciplinary or motivational issue ignores the trauma-informed mechanism at play. It attempts to fix a character flaw that doesn't actually exist. Detachment ensures even if they don't win, they don't have to feel the sting of losing. This disengagement is a survival strategy the brain has learned through experience. It is a subconscious calculation of safety, not a failure of character. The 4A framework tracks this life cycle. It begins with adaptation. The child adapts to a hostile environment by building a defensive barrier. This leads to attachment. The child uses this armor to protect against vulnerability, permanently reinforcing emotional distance as a primary safety measure. This reinforced neurological habit continues to guide how the brain evaluates risk and opportunity long after the original environment has changed. Individuals do not simply leave these survival strategies behind when they turn 18. Instead, their adult lives grow around these existing defenses. This brings us to the 3rd stage, activation. In adulthood, new environments trigger the exact same protective response. Workplace situations involving recognition require hoping for a positive outcome. This triggers the armor, causing the individual to deflect the opportunity. The adult responds to praise or advancement with the same dismissive phrases they used in the classroom. "I'm fine," or "it doesn't matter." Managers often repeat the mistake of the childhood teacher, viewing this defensive reflex as a lack of professional drive or motivation. To interrupt this pattern, we must reach the final stage, awareness. Recognizing the echo is the first step towards responding differently. For leaders and educators, this requires changing the diagnostic question. We must look past the surface-level refusal to care. True connection requires asking a question rooted in the reality of the nervous system. We should ask, what experiences taught this person that caring and hoping are dangerous? Behavior is never random. It is an echo of a past environment. I'm Dr. Marcia Wallace, and this is Behavioral Echoes.